Welcome to the 700 Club. Let's go over to the CBN News Desk for today's top stories.
Gordon, Turkey says it won't give in to President Trump's threat of economic sanctions if imprisoned U.S. pastor Andrew Brunson isn't released. The Turks say their court should decide his case. Vice President Mike Pence made the warning clear at a global summit on persecution. Eric Rosales has the story.
It's the strongest message so far from the current administration. President Trump demands Turkey to release Pastor Andrew Brunson now. Vice President Mike Pence echoed the demand at the first ever ministerial summit to advance religious freedom.
To President Erdogan and the Turkish government, I have a message on behalf of the President of the United States of America. Release Pastor Andrew Brunson now, or be prepared to face the consequences.
President Trump spelled out the consequences in his recent tweet. The United States will impose large sanctions on Turkey for their long-term detainment of Pastor Andrew Brunson, a great Christian, family man, and wonderful human being. Turkish authorities arrested Brunson in 2016 on charges he helped plan a failed coup. The 50-year-old pastor faces up to 35 years in prison. Wednesday, a court ordered Brunson taken from prison and placed on house arrest. The vice president says that's not good enough.
Pastor Andrew Brunson is an innocent man. There is no credible evidence against him. I know that his faith will sustain him, but it shouldn't have to. Pastor Andrew Brunson deserves to be free.
Pence told the leaders of more than 80 countries the list of religious freedom violators is long. China, Iraq, and North Korea top the list. And even though President Trump is seeking better relations with North Korea, the administration continues to press the issue of religious freedom.
North Korea's persecution of Christians has no rival on the earth. It is unforgiving, systematic, unyielding, and often fatal. The mere possession of a Christian Bible is a capital offense.
At the Holocaust Museum, U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley spoke about the U.S.'s commitment to protecting religious liberty.
We will continue to forcefully advocate for religious tolerance in the international arena, not just because so many people are being denied this right, but because defending religious freedom makes for a safer and more peaceful world for all of us.
Secretary Pompeo says the ministerial summit will not be a one-time event, but an annual event under the Trump administration. Eric Rosales, CBN News, Washington.
The ministerial produced a plan of action to promote global religious freedom. The Potomac Declaration says people should be allowed to change their religious beliefs. It also calls for a repeal of blasphemy laws and more. And you can see the full declaration at our website, cbnnews.com. Clashes between Muslim worshipers and Israeli security forces rocked the Temple Mount today. The Jerusalem Post reports the IDF used stun grenades to control the arrest. Thursday, a Palestinian terrorist stabbed an Israeli man to death and wounded 2 others in a Jewish community outside Jerusalem. One of the victims from the settlement of Edom shot and killed the 17-year-old attacker. Stay with CBNnews.com for updates on this story. Here at home, Facebook stock plunged 20% Thursday, marking the biggest dollar loss by any company in history. As Jennifer Wishon reports, in the past year, the social media giant has come under fire for failing to protect user information and charges that it's censoring conservative viewpoints.
In one day, the social media giant lost nearly $120 billion of its market share. This after the company revealed its user base and revenue grew slower than expected as it grapples with privacy and censorship concerns. Why? Some blame the Cambridge Analytica scandal, where a political data company gained access to 50 million users' information, resulting in Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg testifying before Congress. Meanwhile, some Christians and conservatives argue Facebook is targeting their messages for censorship.
People that believes in God, people that believes in our Constitution, people that even create patriotic songs. They want to get rid of that stuff. But if somebody was walking around naked and beating up somebody, that kind of, or disparaging our president, that kind of stuff garner millions of views.
National Religious Broadcasters President Jerry Johnson says Facebook should apply the First Amendment to questions of speech. Otherwise, he fears Christian and conservative voices will be silenced.
Silicon Valley does not want conservative talk and Christian talk. They want to push progressive and leftist values. It's just the fact.
Zuckerberg lost $16 billion in personal wealth, and some believe it's time the 34-year-old lost even more, his job. Jennifer Wishon, CBN News.